Hi friends! Welcome to this video by Dyslexia Nigeria Kids. Today we're going to learn all about dyslexia. We are all different and unique, and we look different too, from our hair to our eyes and our smiles. But there is one part of our bodies that looks the same and then functions differently. The same way those red apples look the same and made all of these different meals and drinks, like an apple tart, apple pie, and even apple cider. Can you think about what part of our bodies looks the same and acts differently? It's our brains. Our brains all look the same, but they behave differently. That's the reason why two people could see an orange circle, and one person will see it as an orange and somebody else as a sun. One activity that our brains can do differently is how we learn to read, write, and spell. Processing language information like reading, writing, and spelling in a way that's different from what is usual or expected is called dyslexia. Dyslexia is so common. There are up to 4 or 5 children in your class with dyslexia and millions more people in the world with it. People with dyslexia may find it difficult to read, write, spell, or express themselves fluently, even though they're very intelligent. They may have slow, inaccurate reading that lacks fluency. The teacher may say, "Can you read the next line out loud?" And a child with dyslexia may think, "Oh no, what am I going to do? I read slowly and I don't pronounce words properly. Everyone's going to laugh at me." Dyslexia can also mean difficulty spelling. Spelling words the way they sound and not following some spelling rules, like spelling friends as F-R-E-N-S. Dyslexia can look like running late or being disorganized, having a messy bag or room. Sometimes people with dyslexia have directional difficulty. They find it difficult to follow left and right directions, and they often get lost. And they can easily forget instructions. Like if the teacher says, "Finish your homework, pack your bag, and go have lunch," they may only remember the part that says, "Go have lunch." But there are also wonderful strengths of dyslexia. Dyslexia can look like creativity, being very good with music, sports, or art. It can mean big picture thinking, seeing past details to a big picture, like what you need to do to complete a puzzle. It can also mean connecting dots to form connections between systems and ideas and concepts. Dyslexia can mean that a person is very good at 3D thinking, manipulating objects in their mind so they can imagine what it looks like on the left side, on the right side, and up and down. And this means that some individuals with dyslexia are very good at architecture, designing buildings, and in fashion design, designing items of clothing. People with dyslexia are known for their empathy. They have a good understanding of what other people are experiencing in certain situations, and they care about what other people feel. And people with dyslexia can be very good at problem solving, finding solutions to tough challenges. So we hope that you've seen that dyslexia is a mixed bag of strengths and challenges. It's just one part of a person that affects some things but not all things. Just imagine that in a forest of activities and things that you can do, dyslexia only affects one tree, the reading, writing, and spelling tree. And that's why there are other things that people with dyslexia are good at. Everyone has what they're good at and what they struggle with, whether they have dyslexia or not. School in particular can be challenging and difficult for children with dyslexia because it focuses very heavily on what they may not be very good at. reading, writing, and spelling. But outside these, dyslexic strengths can be a real superpower. For example, did you know that people with dyslexia invented all of these objects we use every day? Like the light bulb, the telephone, the motor car, an Apple iPod, iPhone, Mac, and even an airplane. So remember, dyslexia is just a different way that some people process language information like reading, writing, and spelling. It's something a person is born with and it does not affect intelligence. In fact, people with dyslexia can be very smart. A person with dyslexia may read slowly, they may have difficulty spelling, they may run late, be disorganized, and maybe not remember instructions, but they can also be very creative, have big picture thinking, 3D thinking, have empathy, and be good at reasoning and problem solving. So if any of these signs of dyslexia sound like you, make sure you tell your teacher, your parents, or guardians. They will help make sure that you are taught the way your brain likes to learn. Thanks for watching.